Hi, this is Eric Martin. We're Board Game Geek. I'm here with Nick DeGeese from Z-Man Games. We're looking at Merchants and Marauders, Seas of Glory, expansion for the base game. So, hoping to look at the different components that are included in the expansion here.
Gotcha. So, Merchants and Marauders expansion is really exciting for us because what we've done here is we've included 11 different modules that you can add into the game.
Okay.
Each of these pieces is added as a specific module, and you can actually choose which ones to add as you're playing the game.
Okay.
The rulebook has in them what it will do to the playtime of the game and how it changes the complexity of the game.
Okay.
So you can choose to make it easier or harder depending on what you're looking for.
Okay.
There's also a couple of variants, specific variant rules that get included in the back. So you have 16 different options in this one box.
All right.
Just to start, let's start with the Treasure Galleon right down here on the corner. This is a new ship that's added to the game. You will have an independent model for that ship. Let me just put that over here for you. So this is going to be a gold galleon that's going to be floating around in the game. You can go and try to capture this galleon and get a ton of money and some glory points for doing so. It will have its own benefits, and if you're using modules that will allow NPCs to actually add add-ons to their ships, this ship can be pretty tough to take over. We have also different locations that will be randomly placed on the board. These will have different benefits to them, and throughout the game, this is an individual module, of course. These will have different benefits to pirates, to merchants. You can go there and get different benefits by stopping in at these locations. Additionally, what you have is a nice new Windvane, which each turn there's going to be a little arrow on here that you'll get to flick around, and it will point in one of those directions. If your ship is moving in that direction, you get to move faster. If you're moving against the wind, it costs you more actions to move in that direction.
Okay.
So it gives a nice little variant to the game. You also have a storm cloud that will randomly be going around the map and causing storms on that specific location. You have some additional player faction markers. You have five individual player tokens, which can be used to indicate your home port. Certain modules will call for a home port, so this will give you an idea of where your home port is. As you know, each captain has their home port, so it's just a nice reminder. These are mission reminders, so instead of cluttering the board with all of the missions, you can just put these on the board and then put this off to the side on top of the mission to indicate which one's which. You can see here you have all of the NPC markers I was talking about. You have some new player permanent upgrades and some individual upgrades. I'll let the users see that on their own when they get the game. Another bonus that you have, or an add-on to the game, is the favor bonuses. So what these are is you will be able to gain favor throughout the game by doing certain actions in a port, in delivering certain types of goods in various ways throughout the games, and you can then spend those favor to gain additional benefits when you're doing different actions.
Okay.
So it's just it's a nice little resource mechanic that allows you to build up and then use it later.
Okay.
You have a player board expansion, which gives you places to store your glory cards, your places to store your new additional upgrades, and contraband, which is used in one of the other expansions.
Okay.
You have a crew loyalty. This is one of the more complicated additions to the game, and it's a very exciting one because as your crew becomes more loyal to you, you will get different benefits. If you really upset your crew, it will become very much harder to do things in the game as well.
Okay.
You also have, with this expansion, a new set of ships. So we'll have a new brig, which each player icon will have a brig, and there will be a new pirate brig. That's a new ship that's added to the game. And there's a new variant to the Galleon, which will slow the Galleon down a little bit for players who want a different type of a Galleon, or for players who feel that the original Galleon is something that they wanted to replace with this one. It's a fully optional, as everything. You also have that's what I love. That's what I love about these modular expansions. You can really just add the pieces you want into them.
Right.
We have a set of new captains.
Okay.
One of which is the captain from the original box cover.
That's right. Who apparently cannot set down that.
Well, and just as a side note, one thing I don't know if you noticed, but the box cover that you have in your hand is the opposite picture of this one.
He's the guy looking.
He's the guy
looking at him.
who's being looked at by the pirate, and he's seeing the merchants coming at him, the pirates coming at him, and as you can see, he's a little bit worried. We have new cargo cards. These new cargo cards, I'll put down right here for you, as you can see, have contraband on them. So these contraband can be delivered to different ports, as you would with normal goods. However, if a contraband is delivered to the port that it's supposed to go to, it's actually worth 10 gold instead of just the normal 3, I believe it is.
Okay.
So these things are really good to move around, but the Navy ships will hunt you if you have them. So it's good to know, but it's a bit of a risk. You have new event cards. So standard, some of the new event cards that get added into the games, these will have different types of events that will be adding different types of ships to the board, and just general events that will help out with the game. You have new missions, same thing. They add in a bit of a variety to the missions, and you have new rumors that will be adding a new variety to those rumors. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about.
That is lots of stuff. And again, it's interesting just the sort of piecemeal it is.
I
in
love
terms
the
of
modular
how you can do all
aspect
this.
of expansions like this, because it really gives you the option to customize how you want to play the game, or if you want to go really hardcore and play everything at once, you can do that as well.
Okay.
That's how I like to play these games, but I know these games very well. So,
All right. Thanks very much for the overview,
not a
Nick.
problem. It was a great time.